We know, it's not Lifetime, but who cares? It's Scooby-Doo. Welcome to another episode of Scooby-Doo Saturday. Take it away.
Hello, citizens of YouTube land.
Hey.
It's your president and your VP back once again, filming in front of a live studio audience. Scooby-Doo Saturday, episode 2. This time, it's going to be Scooby-Doo and...
It's going to be Scooby-Doo Camp Scare and Scooby-Doo Shaggy Showdown.
Double video, or rather, kind of a double episode in one, because that's how we did it last time. So,
The next one will probably just be one movie because it takes a really long time to watch a Scooby-Doo movie, and then we got to do the background research beforehand, and it just takes it just takes longer.
Yeah, a little bit. So, Scooby-Doo Camp Scare is what year did that one come out?
It came out in 2012. In fact, it had an exact release date. I'll look it up here real quick.
Okay. So Camp Scare is basically a spoof on, like, horror films, specifically the slasher genre, as it heavily borrows ideas from the Friday the 13th franchise, in that this is basically a ghost slasher that is trying to scare people away from Camp Little Moose, which is apparently Fred's childhood summer camp. And so he goes back there as a counselor.
Alright, the movie initially released on September 14th, 2010, which would make it the first Matthew Lillard Scooby-Doo movie to come out.
That's a pretty good fun fact to know. For those of you guys
which we mistaked Mask of the Blue Falcon as the first one. It was technically Camp Scare. We're sorry about that. We should have fact-checked that more.
Yeah, well, we're not, but we did correct our mistake here, so that's that. As I said, this movie is, they go to the summer camp, and there's 3 kids there. One's named Deacon, and he's an overweight kid, and is pretty scared of his own shadow. But as the movie...
By the way, this character is voiced by the one, the only, Mark Hamill.
Yeah. But
think about that for a second.
But things may not be what they seem.
Oh yeah, the director was Ethan Spalding. Oh no, Dad. The producer.
Yeah.
Okay, we're sorry about that.
The executive producer on this movie is Spike Brand, who had directed the 2 horrible Tom and Jerry movies that we watched recently. Well, they're not that horrible, but they're pretty bad.
Yeah. Anyways, this movie stars, the usual cast. Frank Welker, Matthew Lillard, Mindy Cohn, and Gray DeLise. I think that's how you pronounce that.
Or Delisle. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But as I said, there's 2 others there. One is a computer nerd girl who is only interested in computers and is a bit of possibly an emo teenage.
Emo?
Yeah, I plugged up, okay? It happens.
An emo.
This is live, unscripted, and unrestricted. You know this. Sometimes we have plug-ups like that. She's basically an emo teenage girl. And then there's Luke, who's basically like the overachiever, who in many ways kind of mirrors Freddy. So, as I said, they are basically trying to be run off by this slasher villain, more or less.
Yeah, his name is the Woodsman.
The Woodsman. And there's the Spectre of the Canyon, and there's the Fishman. These are all urban legends at the camp, mind you. And as it turns out, Mark Hamill's character, Deacon, is actually Babyface Benetti.
Brigetti.
Brigetti.
Who is also voiced by Mark Hamill.
who happens to
could
be basically like a stereotypical 30s gangster type character.
Yeah, because his cellmate was Ricky LaRue, who pulled off the biggest robbery he ever pulled the day before he went to jail, and he buried it in the town of Moose Creek, where then it was dammed up to get Big Moose Lake.
So they end up having to blow the freaking lake. And I might also mention, guys, that this movie's a little dark. So, if parents out there, screen the movie first, because it might be a little scary for children under the age of, say, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because at times, they legitimately try to kill the main characters in this movie.
Yeah, because he uses a real axe. So
and attempts to basically kill them several times. But as I said, they find out who the mystery is and who's behind it. And as it had turned out, it had been a cash score from a robbery that had been hidden away. And as I said before, they blew the dam, flooding the whole valley. Okay?
Dad, what happened in Scooby-Doo Camp Scare when they blew the dam, that would be like what would happen if Table Rock Dam got destroyed, or if Lake Titicaca Dam got destroyed.
So the animation in this movie is actually really good and really top notch, and the voice acting is very good too. I give this one 3.5 out of 5. What say you?
I give it a 4 out of 5. It's one of the better Scooby-Doo movies we're probably going to watch, because believe me, there's going to be some terrible ones coming up soon.
Yeah, but...
Curse of the Lake Monster, Dad.
You know, little kids are really going to enjoy this, and I got to say that I had a good time watching it, too. But, of course, as always, and this goes for the next one,
Dad,
too.
What's the final combined rating of it?
Oh, yeah, the final combined rating for this one, guys, is 3.75 stars out of 5. So, yeah. But, of course, and this goes for the next one, too. If this is the worst movie that you've ever seen in your entire life, and you think that nobody should watch these movies, well, you're wrong. But, remember, we're just two idiots with a cell phone camera. Our opinions do not matter, except they actually do, because we have a YouTube show. Except they actually don't. So, having said that, we're going to go directly into the next one that we covered today and watched today, and that is Scooby-Doo Shaggy Showdown. And this is a 2017 movie that came out, I believe, in April of 2017. It was originally released digitally and then to DVD. So
initial release January 31st, 2017.
And I think it was February where it came out on DVD.
And then February 14th, 2017 on February. So
this is a movie though where Velma is not voiced by Mindy Cohn. She is voiced by
Kate
McCurrick.
Yeah. But everybody else came back, you know, Frank Welker, Matthew Lillard, Gray.
So,
I forgot. I can't pronounce her last name.
I don't know the whole details, but I think Mindy Cohn had left the series at this point. She may have had a dispute with Warner Brothers over pay. Who knows? That's neither here nor there. But this one focuses on basically a dude ranch and a ghost town, and the legend of Dapper Jack, who happens to be the direct descendant or the direct ancestor of Shaggy. So this movie covers a mystery involving the Black Rattler Management Company and his partner, and they use boric acid out of their guns to shoot the Magical J.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, we find out that Shaggy and Scooby are both excellent horse riders.
Yeah.
Who knew? Well, Now we know.
Yeah. Also, it turns out that Dapper Jack, the infamous outlaw, turns out he was actually a really good guy, and everybody in the town loved him, except for one person, which was Sheriff Rufus Carmichael, and he then framed Dapper Jack for cattle rustling, and then that basically made him go into a downward spiral to become the infamous outlaw he was. But it turns out that was also all Sheriff Carmichael, and it really plays on more of a spoof on spaghetti westerns. Is this movie?
Yeah, kind of like an old revenge tale that you might find in a spaghetti western, where one guy gets framed and then he comes back for revenge, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's basically what this movie is. It's a satire on spaghetti westerns. So again, Scooby-Doo is no stranger to doing satires on specific movie genres.
That's true. As the whole thing is always a whodunit mystery anyway, so...
Yeah.
Again, kids are really going to love this one, and parents, you shouldn't really have to worry too much about having to screen this one too much. There is some fantasy violence in it, of course, but it's a G-rated movie, so
yeah,
you shouldn't have too many problems with this one. As Camp Scare, as I mentioned, might frighten some younger children.
Ooh, I can't wait to get to the PG-rated Scooby-Doo movie when we cover it in Halloween. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that one and the follow-up to it.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for that one either. If you guys don't know, we're probably going to cover those two in Halloween, because that's going to be fun.
Yeah, they'll be fun. This one was pretty fun, too. The animation, again, was top-notch, and the voice acting, again, was pretty good. I do think I'm going to knock this one down just a tad bit, because Mindy did not come back to voice Velma.
Yeah,
and I'll also say that Velma in this one is pretty annoying.
if I remember correctly, this was the first Scooby-Doo movie where Mindy was not the voice of Velma, because I think before that she had like a dispute with Warner Brothers, and so she left the company.
It might be possible. I think that's what happened. I don't know if she's been in the newer ones, or if it's this. No, or if it's Kate.
It's Kate. Kate's the new actress for Velma now, sadly.
Well, that is unfortunate, because Mindy was really good in all those roles.
And I think she was the voice of Velma since, like, Zombie Island.
Yeah, Mindy had been the voice of Velma for a long time. And I'll mention this to fans who might be just a tad bit older than I am, but I still remember the show that she was on before she went on to do Velma, and that was The Facts of Life. So that's a little fun fact there, is that she was kind of the huskier girl in The Facts of Life.
Yeah.
Also, one of the youngest members of the all-girls school that they went to.
Yeah.
So there's that. But that I'm kind of getting off topic here a little bit, as we often do. But as I said, this one's pretty good. I will knock it down a little bit, because I felt that the Velma character was a little bit more annoying than usual. And let's face it, guys, Velma's probably people's least favorite character of the Scooby-Doo characters.
Well, I mean, she is the youngest of the group, so, I mean, there is that fact.
Well, it's just that sometimes, and I don't mean to go into a full analytical breakdown here, but sometimes it seems like the character of Velma is a little bit condescending in her attitude towards things. And let's look at this from a perspective for a moment. In the movie, Dapper Jack's ghost is causing havoc, right? Well, Velma has always espoused that there's no such thing as ghosts. Yet she runs away in terror from said ghosts.
Yeah.
Huh? Why do they always run away if they know that it's basically a man in a mask?
Yeah. Well, you know, I was just about to say before you cut me off, Dad, that in the new Scooby-Doo movie, the theatrical one, Scoob, Matthew nor Gray were ever involved with the project because Warner Brothers didn't even ask them to come on the project. And also Frank Welker doesn't voice Fred; it's Zac Efron.
What? What are they thinking? I guess we'll have to cover that one.
I guess so
and
too.
See what the mess is all about. But my final rating for this one is 3 out of 5. What say you?
I'm going to knock it down a notch as well because I felt, one, that Velma's character is annoying because she is. This is the phase in the movies where she became more annoying than she was entertaining. And also the little kid, Buddy G. We forgot to mention him in this, but he was kind of annoying, and his country song that he tries to do.
Furthermore, apparently he's a viral star, right? Millions of fans, or 1 million fans. Mostly little kids. Now, I gotta mention, Daphne seems to have some kind of fangirl crush on this, like, 11-year-old kid.
And Daphne,
what?
Remember that most of the Scooby Gang is in like their late teens, early 20s. So I mean,
seems a little inappropriate.
Yeah.
Anyways, but what's your rating?
I'm gonna do a 3.5 out of 5.
So total combined rating is 3.25 out of 5. And we already gave our whole outro thing about being idiots with a cell phone camera. So you guys already caught that. We'll see you guys next time where it will definitely be a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
Okay?
This one, I think, we'll probably cover She Cried No. Not She Cried No. My mistake. No One Would Tell.
Yeah. Next one will probably be 1996's No One Would Tell. And then we'll probably follow that one up with the remake of No One Would Tell.
From 2018.
Kind of bizarre that Lifetime's been doing this lately, huh?
Yeah, I mean, first they did Death of a Cheerleader, then Beaches. Oh god, don't get me started on Beaches.
It's okay. So we'll see you guys next time. And, I hope you're enjoying some of the new stuff that we're putting out. Yeah. As we had mentioned in a previous video, we do have some younger children that do watch our videos. And that's why some of this may not be for our more adult audience that we've had out. Yeah. But we are...
Don't worry, that's what Lifetime is for. That's what Lifetime is for, guys.
Yeah.
For you, more adult audience.
We are catering towards a younger demographic because we do have some friends and family that have younger children that are watching our videos. So we're doing recommendations and stuff for younger children as well. So that's why you see, you might look at us and think, hey, they're kind of changing their style a bit and changing what they're doing. Well, yes, we are, because we have a younger audience as well that we need to cater to. So we're trying to broaden the spectrum and reach out to everybody with our stuff.
But don't worry, for you more adult audience that want to have the more over-the-top videos, that's what Lifetime is for. Just go watch those videos.
Yeah.
Or I love this movie, or I hate this movie.
Or the month of Halloween horror.
Yeah.
Check them all out, guys.
Check all of our series out.
And
Walker, Texas Ranger Wary.
I did forget. If you want to become a citizen of YouTube land and you haven't yet, which you absolutely should if you're watching this.
Yeah, seriously, 44% of our viewers are not subscribed. Why? Just
hit that subscription button, guys. That's all you have to do to become a citizen. It's as simple as that.
And if you really think we're just two idiots with a cell phone camera and we should have never started this in the first place, you can unsubscribe whenever you want to.
But we hope that you don't.
Yeah.
You can always just leave a dislike on our videos.
Yeah.
It counts as a view for us anyway. So
yeah, like the unplanned review.
Thanks, guys, for taking time to sit with us on this Scooby-Doo Saturday. And we'll definitely see you guys next time. And one last thing to say, and that is peace and love from Denny and Son. See you guys next time. Bye.